I'm innocent. I wasn't there. I don't know who's done it. Well, I think justice hasn't been done for the victim's family or myself.
Ray Gilbert was 22 years old when he was convicted of murdering John Suffield, a bookmaker in Liverpool. Stabbed 19 times, it was a brutal killing that sent shockwaves through the city. Now in his 60s, Ray is making a fresh bid to clear his name.
I want to prove my innocence. I want to be able to put my head up high. I mean, it's not to do about money, not at all. We just want my innocence proven. Because you can't let one out and then say the evidence is okay. When the appeal court's already ruled, so the evidence is useless.
Ray was one of 2 men jailed for the murder. His co-defendant, John Kamara, had his conviction quashed 25 years ago when an appeal court found hundreds of witness statements were kept from the defence team.
It's within these documents we have found certain information that suggests that Ray was certainly not in the place that he was forced to confess to where he was. Ray and John Kamara weren't even together at the time of this murder, and there's absolutely no evidence to link them to this crime.
But because Ray initially confessed to the killing, he's never had the chance to appeal his own conviction. Ray, why did you confess not once but a number of times if you didn't commit this murder?
Fear for my life. Pressurised to confess by the police. I don't think they understood that I had vulnerabilities. I was threatened at court.
And you had no solicitor, did you, during those first police interviews?
Didn't have no solicitor, no interviews were recorded.
Ray's first confession came when he was questioned for 48 hours without legal representation, having spent much of his childhood in care and suffering a head trauma in his early years. His team believes those confessions could be unsafe, that under such intense pressure, he was more likely to say whatever was asked of him.
In my view, he was potentially vulnerable. I think the police may have been aware that he was vulnerable, and he's ended up confessing to a crime that I don't think he did, because I don't think the details in the confession, they do not match what I'm seeing at the crime scene.
Ray's team believes his case shares striking similarities to that of Peter Sullivan. He too was interviewed without a solicitor or an appropriate adult present and initially confessed. But last month, he had his 38-year conviction overturned in what's believed to be the UK's longest miscarriage of justice. Stephanie Davis says his case gives them hope. She's a death scene investigator and is part of the team that's reapplied to the CCRC, the body responsible for investigating alleged miscarriages of justice, asking them to review Ray's case.
So in my opinion, the scene was staged. So I believe that what they did was they staged the scene to make it look like a theft gone wrong. And what's happened as a consequence of that is that the police suspect pool was extremely narrow. So they weren't looking at the motive being murder, they were looking at the motive being a theft. So they concentrated only on those people that had a history of theft, like with Ray.
The CCRC have already rejected previous claims by Ray, haven't they, to appeal his conviction? So what makes this time different?
So the first time they rejected Ray's application, the main reason was because of the detail in his confession, and they said that Ray must have been at the crime scene because of those details. And every time he's applied after that, they have said there's no new evidence. But this time, what I'm offering is a brand new argument. I really hope that this time they will listen and that they'll at least do a forensic review of any remaining samples, because at the moment there's absolutely no evidence that ties Ray to that crime.
If Ray's case does get referred to the Court of Appeal, then this could be one of the longest miscarriages of justice known in the UK.
It's now more than 8 years since Ray left prison, but he says he'll fight to his last breath to clear his name, not just for him, but also for the family of the man he was convicted of killing.
I did not do this crime, and I reiterate till my dying day, I am innocent of it. And I want justice for them, just as I want justice for me, because they haven't had it.